When I was little, I actually was a little bit, you could say, unhealthily obsessed with James Madison. I really liked James Madison. I read a few books about him, and I read about the Constitutional Convention. According to stories, according to our history, he wrote letters to all of the politicians and legislators in the area to come together to create the Constitution. And the Constitutional Convention happened for 3 months. According to sources, he proposed 2/3 of all of the ideas of the Constitutional Convention. He took notes every single day. And something I found moral about him is that whenever he would petition to be a legislative in a certain area, most politicians would host alcohol, but he chose not to. And he said, I would like people to vote for me based on truly what they morally feel like is right, if they feel like what I'm saying is true. I'm sure there's another backstory in regards to James Madison. I think every single president was a Freemason, except for Trump. So that's a whole different story. Oh yeah, he was really against factions. He wrote a lot about factions and how they can be controlling and manipulative. And he wrote the Federalist Papers with Alexander Hamilton and James Monroe. We're told these stories, but in regards to creating our own way of due process is by collectively bringing everyone together and hearing everyone's perspectives, or being willing to hear as many different perspectives as what is shown to us. Does that make sense?
It does. Yeah. I think you get a gut feeling that you have of what is a good way to go, what's an accurate direction to put your energy, your actions, your research, your thinking, your associations, who you spend time with. You get a feeling really quickly, I think. It's something I've noticed in our private talks together, that you have a quick intuitive feeling whether to keep going down a certain road. Somehow you had the idea to go deeper into James Madison. Somehow that was, you had that feeling long ago. Somehow you had the idea to go into military service. And then also the idea to get out of military service. And it's taken you pretty far, I think. Like you really opened up your mind. Like you red-pilled yourself really quickly through a lot of different things. I think you sell yourself short by saying you were the dumbest person in the room. I think that you were not the least read or least knowledgeable person in that 3,000 people crowd at Wise Traditions 2025. I got to sit next to them.